Start dreaming prophetic dreams by doing this. 7 spiritual actions you must undertake every night before you go to sleep. How to actually guarantee divine protection over your destiny in order to achieve excellence in life. Know it very well. I used to tell you that destinies are protected and preserved or recovered in the midnight. And by this, I wish to also bring it to your notice that destiny manipulators, evil men, evil attackers actually operate at their peak in the night. And that is why you cannot just afford to go throughout the day, then you now retire to bed without actually doing some certain things, making some prayers, prophetic utterances, and the kind of spiritual work, no matter how little, before you now go to sleep, to avoid any form of destiny manipulator operating in your life, so that even if you couldn't wake in the midnight to pray, to a large extent you are preserved and protected. So if only you can follow me to the end of this video, I would show you these 7 actions that is paramount that you take it in order to preserve and protect your destiny, in order to live a victorious life, then in order to enjoy peaceful sleep at least, and have prophetic dream that will be a guide to your entire life the next day and beyond. So welcome once again to Genie Action TV. In this particular channel, I'll discuss 3 important variables which are actually health, safety, and spirituality. Believe me, if you can understand and apply these 3 correctly in your life, the sky will not be your limit, it becomes your starting point. If this is the very first time you're landing in this channel, you are highly welcome. Please do well to hit the red subscribe button and the bell notification so that YouTube will always notify you once I upload a new video. For my returning subscribers, I love you so much. Thank you for always stopping by, and thank you for everything you have been doing. May God surprise you, honor you, and give you everything you ever desire. For my new timers, just go through the channel, anything you are looking for, go to the search button in YouTube, type Genie Actions TV / probably favor. You get all the videos I've made on favor, you watch and get value. So without actually wasting your time, let's delve into the video. The first action you must undertake before going to sleep is taking your bath. Whether you have gone out of your house for the day or you have not gone, your body is dirty or not, because a lot of places, corners, places, even in your house, even if you did not go out, are contact points of negative energies. You can't afford to have contacted some of these negative energies without having a sort of cleansing bath before going to sleep. I have made that video. I am like doing a reminder again. When you want to make that bed, it is always necessary you put, even if it's a spoon of salt, your normal kitchen salt, or you grate at least 1 garlic or 3 pieces of garlic, let it be odd number, inside that your water, or you add your spiritual disinfectant. I've thought about it in this particular channel, and then use it to bathe. You can actually use your normal soap, sponge, and everything, but add some of these things, because it will help to repair every negative spirit and help you to have a cool-headed sleep. And then make sure that from time to time that you don't just sleep on your bed pillow like that. I used to tell you that spirituality is actually a lifestyle. It's not that you take it as your normal routine of life. So when you go to sleep, at least put one thing under your pillow. You can actually put shekel, or you can decide to put 1 clove of garlic. All these things remove a lot of negativity from you. You can actually decide to put bay leaf. It will help you to dream prophetic dream. You can actually put a kind of 1 or 4 bitter cola, especially if you are experiencing a kind of some battles, spiritual battles, special spiritual battles of some sort. Or you can actually put 7 pieces of alligator pepper, because alligator pepper does not go on a shameful journey. When all these things are under your pillow, to an extent is repairing negative spirit, evil spirit, witchcraft, and it help you to have a cool, nice sleep, because actually God giveth his beloved sleep. That's number 1. Number 2 is that you should be conversant of what Ephesians 6 verse 12 says, and pray along that line. The Ephesians 6 verse 12 actually said, we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities and powers, spiritual wickednesses in the high places, rulers of darkness of this world. So being conscious of that we have forces that are actually fighting against us, then you need to use it and pray, standing on the authority of Jesus Christ. If you're a Christian, or if you're not a Christian, pray the way you pray. You pray and declare. I told you your word is power. It's the only word that God used to create this world. Your word is energy. You declare as you want to see that I bind every forces of darkness, every principalities and powers, spiritual wickednesses in the high places and lower places, rulers of darkness of this world that will actually come to disturb me tonight, that I bind them and I send them to spiritual prison, command you to remain there and don't have access to my life, or send you to anywhere you want to send it, or release fire to burn them, but spirit don't actually die. So you have to actually send them to a specific place and let them remain there and leave you alone. Another one, you should take cognizance of what 2 Corinthians 10 verse 4 say. Let me read it in order to make it more clear to us. See, 2 Corinthians 10 verse 4 say, for the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but they are mighty through God to the pulling down of strongholds, casting down imaginations and every high thing that exalted itself against the knowledge of God, and bringing into captive every thought to the obedience of Christ. Do you know what this place is saying? That the weapons of warfare are not physical. It's not like you carry gun, you carry knife, and you want to fight somebody, but they are mighty to God to pull down stronghold. You declare that I'm pulling down every stronghold of enemy, every witchcraft kingdom, every marine kingdom that is rising against me, every altars in my father's house, you mention some of those strongholds. You say casting down imagination. Imagination are like what people are thinking against you, forces are thinking against you. Most of the time, these forces are work with human beings, because it's human being that God has given the authority to operate in this earth. No spirit entity can actually operate with you wearing human being as garment. That's why you see a lot of people you have not done anything to, they turn into your enemy and stop working against you. Now their imagination, maybe you are imagining that you marry this year, they are busy imagining that this one will never marry. You are imagining how you are promoted, become a millionaire, and your life is so simple. They are imagining how you now begin to pray that I'm casting down every imaginations of the enemy, everything that is exalted itself against the knowledge of God, because based on the knowledge of God and what he has made you to be, according to Jeremiah 29 verse 11, he knows the thought he thinks towards it, thought of peace and not of evil, to give you an expected end. So when people are thinking that you will not get expected, you declare that I am casting down those imaginations and bringing down every height that raises itself against the knowledge of God, and I am bringing into captivity every thought to the obedience of Christ. Everything that somebody is thinking and imagining against me that is not in line with the plan of God, that I bring them into captivity. I bind them, I neutralize them, and make them ineffective. That is verse 6 say, and having a reason to revenge all obedience when your obedience is fulfilled. In other words, you yourself will also make sure that you are not planning evil, your own obedience is complete, you are doing right before you have authority to bind another and into a work, because this life is give and take. You can't be giving evil and you want to receive good. It doesn't work that way. One thing that should be very, very clear to you is that this physical space, empty space of the universe, the earth, is actually the gift God has given we human beings to subdue and dominate. Every spirit that is operating in this earth cannot physically manifest except they wear human being as garment in order to manifest. And that is why you should be a good negotiator. Don't allow the devil to deceive you, get better of you in order to wear you as garment to perpetrate evil, or to wear somebody to come and be perpetrating evil or giving you bad direction, like settling certain spirits, because you have nothing to settle. You are the legal occupant of this particular earth. Every other spirit is a stranger to it, and they are subject to you. They only work at your command, and that is why they will always look for human body to wear in order to use them. When you understand the authority you have, no power will be able to win you. So take note of this. So you now take cognizance of these chapters, like I talked about Ephesians 6 verse 12 before. Now 2 Corinthians 10 verse 4, use it to pray. Then you pray Psalm 91. You can, if you're a mother, a father, you have children that may not pray very well for themselves, I normally pray like this: I and my family that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. I'll say of the Lord is our refuge and fortress, and God in him will I trust. Surely he shall deliver us from the snare of the fowler and from noisome pestilence. Then you pray it. In fact, you need to have some of these psalms off your head. You need to have it, and God will use it to deliver you. Believe me, when I was giving birth to my last set or two, it was a battle. The devil wanted to take my life. In fact, revelations were everywhere that my posters are seen. Even the places and teaching, people were having revelation that they saw RIP beside my name, where teachers are writing. But one of the things that saved me, I knew some powerful psalms. When I entered the bottom, I was from one psalm to the other. I was in Psalm 91, Psalm 35, Psalm 121. Most of them I have offhand. I was speaking. Before you know it, I preach out the first one, preach out the second one. That is the end of the road for the enemy. They couldn't win me. So you have to have some of these psalms in your head. Sometimes when you wake up, you may be too weak to get up to pray. Start with the psalm. I am my family that dwelleth in the sacred place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. I'll say of the Lord is my refuge and my fortress. My God, in whom will I trust? Surely he shall deliver me from the snare of the fowler, from noisome pestilence. He shall cover me with the feathers. Under his wings shall I trust. Truth shall be my shield and buckler. I shall not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrow that fly by day, nor the pestilence that walketh in darkness. And so on and so forth. You use it to pray, and believe me, God will use it to answer you. Then remember Revelation 12 verse 11. It says, we overcome the enemy with words of our testimony and blood. Begin to pray and say, I cover myself with blood of Jesus. I cover my family with blood of Jesus. I cover the entire house with blood of Jesus. All my possession with blood of Jesus. My car, my four corners of this house, compound with blood of Jesus. Everything you cover it. Even your relations that is in the village, you cover them with blood of Jesus. Then you remind God of Jeremiah. That's verse 6, Jeremiah 33 verse 3. That he said, I should call upon you, who answer me and show me great and mighty things which I know not. If you have a specific thing that you want God to show you, say, God, this journey I want to travel tomorrow, tonight, I pray that you will reveal it to me, that as I sleep, may I gain revelation about that. And because God has given us a lot in nature, I've taught you how you can use several things to find out the will of God. You can actually put bay leaf under your pillow, 7 of the bay leaves, and write each of them this particular request that you are making from God, and then you put it and sleep. By God's grace, you will actually dream prophetically. You will actually dream along that line. And the last but not the least, don't always forget this, is get water and wash your left leg. Make sure that you start from your knee down and then go finally and sleep. By doing that, your dream will be as clear as air. You will remember all your dream. You will see clearly, and you will see that your dream will be practically revelation, because you have bound every other spirit, every other force that will try to manipulate. So devil cannot actually give you dream at that point. Any dream you are dreaming will actually come from God, and it will help you to take informed decision and take the right direction of what to do in next when you wake up the next day. So with this, I've actually come to the end of today's video, believing that somebody have actually found value. If you are the one, please give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you have not done so. Hit the bell notification so as to get my next upload. Share this video and share it to everyone. Comment on this video. As you do all this, may God bless you, honor you, and cause you to ride upon the high places of this earth. See your lady Jenny saying bye bye.